Okay, students, now we have to know how our population census can classify the peoples in how many times. As per our population census, they classified the peoples into three types. First one is children, second one is working men, and third one is an old ones. At first we have to know about children. Generally we have to know that the children lies between 16 to 14 years. Generally, the children are depend upon their parents for their money purpose. Why? Because they doesn't have capacity of to earn money in those years. That's why between these 2 years, 6 to 16 years between children generally depend upon their parents for their money. Next, working men's. This kind of people lies between 15 to 59 years. 15 to 59 years. Generally, this kind of people have the capacity to earn money. Why? Because during these years, the people have the strength to do work. That's why they have to do work to earn money. Next, and old ones. We can call them old ones, those who crosses the 60 years. How the children depend upon their parents for their money purpose. Similarly, young old ones also depend upon their sons or daughters for their money. Why? Because after whenever they reached 60 years, the strength in their body would be decreased. That's why they were unable to do work. So they were all depend upon their son or daughter for their money. Thus our population census can classify the pupils into three types. Okay. Next we have to move to next topic, gender ratio. At first we have to know the definition of gender ratio. Gender ratio means there are two genders in every society. They are male and female. But here gender ratio means how many boys are getting birth per every thousand of girls. What is meant by gender ratio? How many boys are getting birth per every thousand of girls. That is called gender ratio. In our country, while comparing with boys, the girls are in low level. Why? Because the parents are not interested to give birth to the girls. Why? Why it is happening like that? The parents are feel the girls as burden. That's why they are not interested to give birth to the girls. Why they are all feeling like that? They have to pay dowry while they are performing their marriage. That's why they have to not interested, and they have to prevent the begetting of girls. So the girls are always in a low level while comparing with boys. But at present this kind of mentality would be changed. Some changes would be occurred in the mind of parents. Now they are giving preference to the girls. In young olden days, they are not prefer to give birth to the girls, but now it would be changed. Now they are preferred to give birth to the girls more than boys. So as per 2011 census, the girls gender ratio is reached to 103 to 100 per every 100 boys. As per 2011, the census, the gender ratio of girls is reached to 103 every of 100 boys. As per our census, Kerala state have the first gender ratio. Why? Because Kerala once all of the everyone is educated. That's why they would know which problems they should, how they have to prevent the problems if they begot the lady. That's why they should not show such discrimination towards the ladies. As per gender ratio, at present Kerala state have the first place. In Kerala state, the parents are not showing discrimination towards girls. They have to treat them both equally. So, in the issue of gender ratio, Kerala occupies the first place. Next, we have to see the various gender ratios of various states in our India. First, Punjab has 880. Next, Haryana 870. Andhra Pradesh 970. Kerala 1040. America 1050. What are the ratios? Punjab, Haryana, AP, Kerala and America. While comparing these all states, Kerala occupies the first place. That is the meaning of gender ratio, and we have to see which states have its own gender ratio. Okay.